We're about 7 miles east of Decatur, a little town called Cerro Gordo, Illinois. We have about 1,500 acres of commercial crops, mainly corn and soybeans, a lot of non-GMO soybeans normally. Then we also have about 1,200 acres of organics. And at present, we're planting that in basically thirds, be a third in corn, third in soybeans, and a third in wheat. We are experimenting a little bit this year with some double crop sunflowers, and I will be planting some canola this fall. I'd been looking at the Maestro planter for years and just never really pulled the trigger on one until a friend of mine had one. He was getting ready to trade, and so then I picked up the Maestro, so I got it secondhand. I loved just the look of it, how clean it was. It comes with everything already on it that I needed. So the only thing that I believe I added to it were trash whippers, because we do a lot of no-till. All our beans will get planted no-till into standing rye that's about 8 inches to a foot tall. And love the HORSCH especially for that, because we have no issues at all getting enough down pressure to get the beans planted. Last spring was so bad as far as rain went that we didn't plant beans till the end of May. And so the rye was shoulder high or better. And had no issues with the HORSCH going through all that stuff either. I'm gonna guess this planter's got probably close to 20,000 acres on it now. And the disc openers really haven't shown any wear yet. There's maybe one a year that we'll have to adjust and maybe take one shim out. You look at a lot of the other planters on the market today, and it looks like they just stuck something on here and stuck something on there. With the HORSCH, everything's pretty well streamlined. And so you look down that bar and everything looks nice and tidy. That appealed, but also the active down pressure appealed, and the amount of down pressure you can run. I also love the idea, because we also run starter fertilizer on all our commercial acres on the corn side. And you know, trying to find a planter made in the States that is really set up for commercial fertilizer, really, there's nothing really out there. You know, and so with the 1,000-gallon tank, and you fill it up with seed, you can get quite a few acres planted before you have to refill again. It has sped up things quite a bit as far as how often I have to stop to fill up with fertilizer and how often I have to stop to fill up with seed. So it's made things more timely in that fashion, because if you're planting 30 to 35 acres an hour, you know, you stop a half an hour to fill up, well, you just lost, you know, 17 to 20 acres, somewhere in that range, you know. And so by being able to carry more, and especially on the fertilizer side, that's really beneficial. I've never found anything that sticks it in the ground as good as the HORSCH does. The seed firming wheel really does an excellent job. And if you set it at a depth and run your down pressure where you're supposed to, that's where it puts it. It does an amazing job of putting seeds in the ground.